Okay, then opening your eyes, morning all, a little bit more relaxed than Monday, or I am. Take your arms wide, sit up nice and tall, and then bring right arm across the top of the left, bend at the elbows, either the backs of the hands towards each other or palms together, Garudasana arms, eagle arms. Lift your elbows up to shoulder height, and then lower your chin. Don't draw the chin back, you want to tilt the head down, chin towards chest. Keep the spine long, navel drawing in. Inhale, exhale, release the arms. And then opposite side, so right under, left over. Palms together, lift up the elbows. Lower your head, chin to chest. Inhale, exhale, release. Then you're going to bring one foot, one heel up, and you want to try and get the shin parallel with the floor if you can. Draw the other foot in, however you like. If you can, we're going to hug, this is a hip opener. If you can, you'll bring your foot, flexed foot, keep the knee safe, into the crook of the arm, and then you'll cradle and rock. That might not be possible, so keep holding the heel to lift the heel up, and then just one arm around the thigh and rock, so wherever you are. Trying to sit up. Draw the shin more towards you, keep that heel lifting, just gently rocking, and release. Other side, heel goes up, hug. You want it to come across, it's not just sticking out in front of you, you want it to come across. If you can, cradle. Okay, and then release. Come onto your front. Sphinx pose. So this is elbows under shoulders. Your forearms are parallel. Press the palms down, and then cobra legs. So the tops of the feet, point your toes, and then the tops of the feet pressing down. You want to internally rotate your thighs. That means almost you want to roll your feet out so you can almost get your little toes down on the mat. And then don't sink down here. You want to press the tops of the feet down, press the pubic bone, press through your forearms, lift your chest, and then draw your elbows as if they're coming towards your hips. So you're drawing your chest between your arms. Your gaze is just forward, not up. Lovely, waking up the spine. Keep pressing the pubic bone down. And feet down, so kneecaps should be lifting. Okay, then keeping your forearms down, you're going to bring one knee up. I've got my left knee up. Flex at the ankle. This is frog, well, half a frog. So you're going to try and get the knee in line with the hip if you can. Keep the shin, the knee and the heel in line. And then trying to press the pubic bone towards the mat. Obviously you can't get the left side down, but it's just stretching the hip here. And be gentle, because you might feel like I've got sacroiliac joint issue from dog walking, which is this little joint of the sacrum. So I can feel here where I need to back off a little bit. So be aware of what's going on with you. Okay, come to your knees, puppy pose. Lift your forearms, palms down. You can tuck the toes under, knees over hips, knees under hips. If you can, forehead to the mat, slide the hands away, keep the arms strong. If you need to rest your head on the towel or a block. Okay, then frog on the other side. So come back to your forearms, slide the hips down, half a frog. So you're going to take the right knee out. So knee and heel in a line, flex the foot, push up through the forearms, reach the chest forward, try to sink the hips. And frog pose is with both legs, but it's not very good for, well, it's very good for sporty people, but if you're very tight through your hips, it's nigh on impossible. But we're gonna give it a go, which is come up onto your palms, take your knees as wide as you can. Same thing, you want to flex at the ankles and keep the heels in a plumb line with the knees, and then rock forwards and back. If you can, slide your knees apart so you can bring your hips to the floor, then off you go. That is me. So just finding your space, but really good hip opener. Stretching the inner thighs. Okay, tuck the toes under and come to stand. Let's get moving. So Surya Namaskar A twice. Sun Salute A. Standing in mountain. Feel that alignment. Find your gaze. Inhale. Urdhva Hastasana. Hands up, look up. Exhale to forward fold. Uttanasana. You can bend your knees, fingertips down, or if you can, straight legs. Inhale to halfway lift. Extending through the crown of the head, tipping up the tailbone, palms down, step back. Roll forward into plank. Knees down if you need to, otherwise lowering. Pause in Chaturanga, low press up. Inhale, Cobra. Again, tops of the feet down, lift the kneecaps, press the pubic bone down. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lifting up into down dog. Take 3 breaths. If it feels good, you can move the knees, you can roll them under, warming up the hips. Inhale, up on your toes, bend your knees, come forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands up, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back, rolling forward, Chaturanga. Hug the forearms towards each other, elbows pointing back towards your hips, lowering to the mat. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, so 2 more. Just feeling the back body, that's the most important thing. You can be up on your toes, feel that press through the palm, armpits reaching towards the mat. Relax your head between your arms. Then exhale, bend your knees, look forward, come forward to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. So stepping into warrior 1, we're going to take the left foot back. Warrior 1, your hips face to the front. So right toes point forward, bend deeply so the right knee stays above the right ankle. Feet hip distance apart. Left heel presses down, but the toes are pointing slightly forward. So now bring your hands to your hips, draw the right thigh bone back, left hip rolls forward. Lift your chest, squeeze your core, inhale, arms come up. And then look up. If you need help with keeping the arms up, then James Bond fingers helps to straighten the arms. So clasp the hands, index finger up. Draw the shoulder blades down your back. Keep that left hip rolling forward, sink through the right knee. Looking up, so it's like a back bend. Squeeze your core. Exhale to humble warrior. So keeping the legs exactly as they are. Take your arms behind you, palms facing each other. You're going to sink your chest on the inside of the thigh. Relax your head. You can now clasp your hands. Try not to rest heavily on the front thigh. Keep sinking the hips. Inhale, come up slowly, press through the thighs. Release your hands, come into warrior two. So now, right toes point forward again, right knee over right ankle. Now the back foot is parallel to the back of the mat, nice and wide, so you can reach, sink lower, so that knee, you're trying to almost get the thigh parallel. Might be too intense to do that, but working through building strength in the hamstrings, stretching the psoas, hip flexor. Take your arms wide. Draw your shoulder blades down your back at length through the cervical vertebrae, looking over your front hand. Just check backwards, are you the arms in line? Lift the chest, squeeze the core. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand slides down the back leg. Lift up the right hand, turn the palm to face behind you. Look up, keep sinking through the right knee. Inhale. You're going to spiral it, cartwheel the arms down in front of you. Roll onto the ball of the back foot, step back into down dog. Paddle the heels a little. Release any tension in that right thigh. Inhale. Lower the right heel, lift the left leg up. Come up on the right toes, roll forward into plank, left knee to nose, and then place the left foot between your hands. Come up into warrior one. So that's it. Come up, drop the right heel down, toes pointing slightly forward. Sink through the left knee. Again, internally rotating the back thigh so the hips can face the front of the mat. Try to level the hips. Bring your arms up. James Bond fingers if you need them. Shoulder blades down your back. Sink through the left thigh. Look up. Feel that curl in the upper back. So we're not allowing the rib cage to pop open. Draw the navel up and in. Inhale, take the arms wide, bring the feet into warrior two. Excuse me. Sink through the left knee. Arms go wide, so sink the hips. The hips are more now to the side. So you'll feel this opening. So now the back thigh is externally rotating instead of warrior one was the other way around. But try not to let the knee bend. You're lifting up through the thighs, sinking the hips. Look over your front hand, relax your shoulders. Oh, I forgot, sorry. We've got humble warrior. Come back into warrior one feet, sorry. Hips level to the front. Take your arms behind you. Humble warrior. Clasp the hands, lift up. Straight arms, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Relax your head. Then inhale. Come up. We were in warrior two. Now you're going to reverse your warrior. Slide the right hand down the back leg, lift left arm up, palm faces behind you, and lean back. So we're trying to sink the hips, but feel stretch up through the left side of the body. Look up at your hand. Inhale, come forward, hands down. I'll come back facing the other way. Step back to down dog. So really feeling into the stretch of the back body. Roll forward into plank. You want to puff up between your shoulder blades. Squeeze your core. Straight arms, really pressing down through the palms, lifting up through the chest, and then lower the hips slightly, hug the shins and thighs towards each other. And drop your knees. You're in tabletop, toes tucked under. Inhale, look up. And tip the tailbone up, so cow pose. So feeling the tilt of the pelvis, and then inhale, rounding into cat. Exhale, rounding into cat. Then keeping that action through the core and the shoulders. You're going to step into bear, which is to take the left foot back a couple of inches, take the right foot back a couple of inches. Keep now pushing up between the shoulder blades, have the knees hovering a couple of inches off the mat. Step left foot back straight into plank, right foot. Then right foot forward into bear, left foot forward. Keep breathing. Knees down. Inhale to cow. That's tipping the tailbone up, looking up. Exhale to cat. Once more. So left foot into bear, so a couple of inches back, knees are hovering, right foot back. Really pressing up, rounding through the shoulder blades. And then step the legs straight into plank. Squeeze the shins, squeeze the forearms towards each other. And step the right foot into bear, left foot into bear. Breathe and then drop your knees. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then bring the toes to touch. Sit back in child's pose for a moment. Reach your arms forward. Rest your forehead, tip of the nose on the mat. Keep your forearms lifted. Press the palms down and then push them away from you. You can feel your hips descending towards your heels. Feel that lovely stretch in your spine. And then come forward to roll onto your back. Inhale, you're going to lift the right ankle, cross the right ankle across the left knee. Keep the foot flexed. Thread the needle, so right hand goes between your thighs. Take hold of the back of the left thigh or the shin. And draw the left thigh towards you. Lovely stretch for the hips, the piriformis, glutes. But keeping the raised foot flexed to protect the knee, and then change. Other side, flex the foot, thread the needle. You can use your elbow to push the thigh away from you as you draw the right thigh in. Okay, release the feet down. Hug the knees towards you. Little rock to massage the spine. Roll. And then cross the ankles, start to use your core, start to rock. See if you can get on your shoulders. And then come to sit. Hands on your thighs, sit nice and tall. Inhaling deeply, exhaling completely. Bring your palms together at your heart center, lowering your head and opening your eyes. Namaste.